Hey everyone, and welcome another edition. We are actually in this beautiful Anderson Creek Point Park here, out here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Dorsey and I, we're just finishing up a run because this is our time to get a little bit of reflection and also make do on some promises because I know, lacking in exercise, and so is my dog. I wanted to talk about just shortly the chapter we have been discussing this week in our book study on the 15 laws of invaluable growth. Law number 3, the law of the mirror. And this law can be summed up in one great quote by Zig Ziglar. He says, be careful, or the most influential voice you'll hear all day is your own. So be careful what you say to yourself, right? And I have been definitely realizing that I have been saying to myself, Tom, you're getting fat again. You are just fat. You've been just fat. And, I'm not fat, but I certainly have seen myself, that way for most of my life. And so, one of the things that I realized, when I dropped all that weight and, trying to get back to it was being intentional, right? And the law of the mirror, how you see yourself is how you lead, right? How you lead, how you act on a daily basis. And how your behaviors align to how you see yourself. So one of the challenges that Maxwell put in front of you was to write down 100 positive qualities about yourself. So I'm wondering, how well did you do this week? Were you able to take the time to write 100 positive things about you? I know there's lots of people that could write 100 positive things about yourself, about you, but can you do it for you? And that's what's most important. How you see yourself is how you will lead yourself. Right? It's how you will take your day, how you will plan your day. We don't get what we want, we get who we are. And who we are is how we see ourselves. So I'm challenging you to continue to work harder, to give yourself a pat on the back, to celebrate those little wins. Right? And don't let other people dictate how you see yourself, because how you see yourself is really all that matters. It also makes me think about RAF, ready, aim, fire. And how we see ourselves is how we follow that acronym. If we see ourselves as confident, competent human beings who can help an organization or help someone else or follow through with a promise, then you are a ready, aim, fire. If you see yourself as not very talented or can't close the deal or don't necessarily have those skills, you may see yourself as a Rafe, right? Or maybe just a Ra. That's ready, aim, 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 and then you never fire, right? You never fire because you're afraid to take that leap. You're afraid of the consequences. You're afraid of failure. You're afraid of what other people will think of you. You have to give up the right to care what other people think of you. It's only about how you see yourself, how you lead yourself on a daily basis. And then there's others that don't even get it. They're just the fire ready aim, right? They're just all over the place and not really sure. So we're going to focus this week, this chapter, this law of the mirror, on writing down our 100 personal qualities about us. How do we see ourselves? What are the great things, the great character traits, the great principles that we live by on a daily basis? I challenge you to do that because you can do it, because you are a special person. We've talked about how you are one in like a 500 billion chance of being who you are, right? Based upon your DNA and your makeup, you are unique and you are worth it. So take the time this week to write down 100 positive things about yourself. Put it up on a wall so you see it every day. Make sure you take that time to listen to Zig Ziglar's words when he said, the most influential voice you'll hear all day is your own. So be careful what you say to yourself. I'm going to end this by being one of my favorite Saturday Night Live characters, Stuart Smalley. And he used to say, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm worth it, right? I'm good looking, I'm talented, and gosh darn it, people like me. So that's my challenge to you this week. Take a look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you are a good person and you are worth everything that you get, that you work for. Thanks, God bless, and have a great day. Love you. See you next week.